Welcome in, Dark Hearts. I'm Mooney.
And Wolfie with your Nerd Network news.
Dark Hearts, you knew this was coming. Today is our review of Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. The over-the-top kaiju fights were the best out of all of the movies so far. I loved every single second of this movie, and the loud kaiju battles weren't the only highlight of this movie.
Godzilla x Kong was exactly as advertised. Silly, over the top, and plenty of kaiju battle. One thing I love about this movie, though, was the half of it that had no dialogue whatsoever. Let me tell you guys, as someone with sensory issues, there are not enough movies like this where there is so much nonverbal communication and done well. You can fully understand the intent behind the kaiju and Kong species communication, and even if you don't know sign language or aren't a subtitle person, you can absolutely keep up with Jia and the Iwi tribe just from how the intentions are portrayed in their acting. And how the animators handled all the kaiju species, I genuinely wish that there were more movies like this that can communicate without the use of excessive dialogue.
Well, you know what they say, the eyes are the windows to the soul. This movie was full of soul. You could tell everything just from all the characters' eyes, whether it was human or kaiju. The amount of detail going into the eyes of the kaiju for more expressive scenes blew me away, guys.
How about the beautiful color palette of this film? From Shimo's scales to the crystals to the portals, they used everything on the color palette that they could get away with, and they complemented it and contrasted it to where it brought out every single scene.
And are we gonna talk about Godzilla literally going Super Saiyan Rosé? That was absolutely awesome.
Y'all, justice for Tiamat here. Tiamat did not deserve to be on the receiving end of Godzilla in this film.
Well, if you've read the comics, you kinda knew what was coming here. I gotta say, Tiamat's introduction completely caught me by surprise, guys.
I mean, you saw the pink in the trailers, right? I gotta say, that's pretty good foreshadowing.
It was extremely good foreshadowing, and it still caught me by surprise. And guys, we can't leave you hanging. We gotta talk about Kong using Zuko as a little club to take out the other apes that were chasing them. That was absolutely hilarious, and honestly, the best scene in the whole movie.
I just gotta wonder how all the apes made it out of that scene without a major concussion.
Dark Hearts, before we sign off, we're gonna give this an 8 out of 10 Dark Hearts. If you've seen the movie, comment down below, what did you think? And until then, Dark Hearts, don't be smaller than Kong. He might use you as a club. NNN would like to thank our listeners for tuning in, and our radio sponsor, 1065 The Point.
Make sure you like and subscribe to darkheart_studios on YouTube and follow our socials for full video versions of NNN, interviews, and live event coverage.
Thanks for listening, Dark Hearts. This is Mooney.
And Wolfie,
Signing off.